Hello boys and girls, my name is Yoshi, and welcome back to my 100% blind playthrough of Donkey Kong Bananza for Nintendo Switch 2. In the last video, we left off basically going around and getting some bananas. Well, actually, first we finished off 100% of Lagoon Layer, but we also finished off percent, or at least started, we basically started doing some stuff for Ingot Island Cave-In. So yeah, we ended up doing that. Interesting strategy to do there. But yeah, we were basically started collecting bananas up here because we wanted to go in and do other stuff. But throughout all this time, up here, we discovered a few problems. One, this area is kind of tedious to explore now with all the other stuff in here. And two, I'll give you guys a minute to think about that while I get stuff done. And the two secret is, you might have noticed, we tried doing the chest grind here, but not only is it not easy to do, but I don't think you can even find vanadium gem maps on this whole area. And there's still a ton to search, and we can't just go out. And also, it's possible there might not be enough here right now. We probably have to come back here later to get other stuff. So, I've decided that, because of that, Ingot Island will be my final cave-in, and also, just to confirm my point, if we talk, there should be only one thing, yeah. So that means basically we'd have to spend all our money here, because they'd be really hard to find, unless we can somehow find them and I'm being silly. So to make it a bit easier, we might do the Dreamy part earlier than expected, and then save it for last, or pull a surprise trick and actually use a guide. But I feel like this game so far I've been able to beat without a guide. I think we could just get it done over time if we're fast enough. And also, we automatically get those bananas at the start. I think that's mostly there in case you like forgot. But anyway, that's not what matters right now. What matters now is that we actually go and 100% the different stuff. So now we're gonna go down like we've been doing before, getting all of our secret maps done. And we're gonna do Hilltop layer first, and then we're gonna do something a little bit shocking to you. I might actually do the final layer earlier. Actually, no, wait. I think we needed a specific thing for that, and yet we already did that. So maybe we could skip that? I don't know. All I remember is we had to do that layer first because I wanted to get a nice upgrade that would help us explore the other layers. But other than that, yeah, I'll just show you. We did all this here. So we're going to move to the Hilltop layer. This one we actually did the least besides this and a couple of other layers that we kind of just skipped by. So this will probably have one of the most collectibles. And actually, because of weird stuff, I've decided I'm going to do a weird odd route and do a Radiance layer last, both because it requires a lot more bananas probably, and also because it might trigger a cutscene. And I'm going to probably do that as my last secret. Which means we have to get within 10 bananas, and oh boy, we have one of these doofuses again. But it's also very early on in the game. Very early on, in fact. So at the very least, this first one didn't take as long. We'll just use whatever gold we have right now and see what happens. From the looks of it, it's probably, yeah, it's definitely over 5,000. So we get to do the smash trick again. I want to actually explore a bit first before we do stuff first, though. This isn't a full level, so there's a lot less stuff to collect overall, but there are still some secrets. I haven't really found much stuff here at all, so we definitely want to find fossils at some point. Alright, here we go. How lucky? Seriously? That's all you're saying, Miss Lane? You know, I'd rather have maps than that. Okay, there we go. To be honest, it's still pretty random. Maybe we were just getting really unlucky and not finding any vanadium gen mats. It is possible that it's just harder than normal. But yeah, as you might have guessed, another area where we're just going to be smashing all the terrain apart. Hope you guys don't get bored, because this is our best way and more time-efficient way of grabbing maps than it is exploring stuff around. Okay, got some stuff done. We didn't really smash much terrain around here at all the last time we came here. Maybe we'll be getting more as we go on. Oh, barely off. We're probably just a bit off. I thought we had 5k, but nah. Maybe we'll get some from here, actually. Let's do this. This is a very early secret that we missed, so we might get a bunch of stuff here. Keep in mind, this game can still be played without a guide. This one's literally just dig straight down, wow. Except for this part where you need to dig down a little bit here. There we go. Took him out. Got some money from that, and now we could probably do what we were gonna do earlier. I find it's not worth to get the bananas from that gold dude until later, but anyways, since this is a new layer, we're probably gonna find a biz down and other stuff. This layer is also not gonna take as long because it's not a full level layer, so it takes not nearly as long. How much more do you want, dude? I will say, these are definitely my least favorite ones to get in terms of money usage, because they basically force us to grind tons of money to be able to afford that, which means most of your eventual money is just spent grinding here. Okay, well, this is gonna take forever if we just doing this, so we're gonna have to smash more terrain again. If anybody's new to this game, this is a very broken strategy. Rather overpowered strategy to just quickly farm gold. You basically just want to go ape with all of your upgrades as soon as possible. That would help out, and then you just basically punch the area over and over again until you do stuff. And 100%, this is how you get maps fast. You basically just do this for like a few minutes in each layer, and you'll get a bunch of maps, some other stuff, and occasionally some gold. It's reduced sometimes depending on which area you're at. For instance, in this zone, we won't find maps as easily. And also, it doesn't, no matter which way to go, it's still gonna be random. So, a lot of it is mostly just gonna be hitting the same stuff over and over again and then hope to get lucky. Okay, well, we're told that another vanadium is down here. I don't see why we can't just keep using this mode to quickly go through. Okay, we need to go up here, actually. Okay, enough of this. Let's charge jump into that instead. I know that's probably not the entire way to get it, but it does make it a bit easier. Alright, we got a nice secret there. Other than that, we have to just basically go around. Oh, there was a chest in underneath here. Whoa, that one just kind of slowed at us as we were going around. Since a lot of this digs the terrain, by the way, a good chance we'll just find gold randomly if you're doing this. Alright, now we should hopefully have enough. I'm just gonna keep getting 1,000 at a time, so it's more efficient that way. I don't know, I just wanted to finish it off sooner. So this one was actually even more expensive. If it wasn't full 5K, then it was at least 5.5 or 6K instead. Maybe it just gets more expensive the further you go. That could be the case. But yeah, we're gonna take some of our anger off on this dude. It's kind of trolly, to be fair. This is why you don't want to always spend gold on maps. You want to spend them on stuff like this. I'm bored. I'm gonna use this to just get over here. Then punch for this so we can get through our secret level of this zone. This will definitely be easier because this one's back in the whole second layer of the game, so it's gonna be a big jump down. I think this is also part of the reason why I tried doing these challenges. Once we started getting further in, I started doing these challenges more early and more often. Because I figured then we can get a bit of a challenge in our playthrough as we go. We'd still get a good amount of stuff done. Ugh. That almost didn't work, but somehow it did. Okay, we ripped through that. Whenever you see a Florins over there, it seems so obvious that something's clearly there. But we get a gold block. What can we use that for? Oh, actually, simple. We can use this to make gold platforms. I don't think this is what they wanted us to get, but yeah, we can just throw this out and make gold platforms, which is nice. Nice. Even tells us to make our own platforms. Alright, now we have this. The next thing we want to get probably is the zebra upgrades. So now our fully charged trenches will turn the terrain into pure gold. If we want to destroy other parts of terrain, for that matter, we will have to do it so we're not charging fully. But when we actually need money, like right now, we are gonna probably just do it normally. I will say, this area is a massive amount of terrain to destroy. So this is our first time we get to see this used. So now we have the same thing as before, except now we also get gold alongside this. So now this becomes one of the best money grinds in the entire game, because gold, on top of all of its other secrets, also gets even more money. And I think this is where Pauline's gold upgrade will come in handy. I kind of like our Bananza upgrade more, but we can do a different setup now, which I'm going to show you. So just for fun, we'll see how much gold we can get from this. And then we're going to see what golden punch is like once we get the other secrets done. So we're pretty much just going around here, getting a bunch of gold, getting some other stuff done, and then we're going to we're gonna teleport up here next to the work gun where we started. And then, before we do the next secret, we're gonna do a couple of things. We're gonna go here and equip that one item I was gonna equip on Pauline, but decided not to equip for a while because I wanted more Bananza power. And I'm gonna see how this works out. We never actually tried it, but we're gonna try this now. Doubles the amount of gold earned when collecting golden items. This should help out with money grinding when we need it. Partly why I didn't do it before is because we don't necessarily always need that. And then just to make sure we're not being weird, we're going to save at this part in the file we're already playing, of course. And then we're going to, now that that save is done, we're going to reset our terrain just so we can get it all back. We could have potentially not done this, but I think it's easier to do this. Alright, now that we're spawned back in, we're gonna go to a very low point in the area. We'll just make a tunnel here, I guess. Once we're down at the ground, we're going to start using that golden punch, this time with this new move, and see how much gold we can get. Holy crap, we are getting a lot more. Oh my goodness. Holy frick. Okay, this is actually kind of overpowered. We're getting a lot more gold now. Because keep in mind, this thing makes gold terrain, so pretty much everything becomes gold at this point. And this area is one of the massivest, most open areas you can find, so there's a lot of terrain you could just punch, so this is probably the best way to... This is probably how you will grind gold, basically. So now I'm going to go ahead and go back a bit to clean this up. Maybe even just punch some of this normally, since now some of it is gold. And bam. Wow, that was a big difference. Before the loop, we only got like 2k, and not much else happened after that. But now, including this extra gold we picked up, we got about 4 to 5k higher. Like, basically, it's about a double improvement. Basically, what the game says, basically twice as much. So, if you ever need gold now, this is definitely the way to do it. And we also still got some maps from before. So now, we can go back and get the map stuff. Of course, I'm still going to probably use the Bananza power upgrade, because extending all your Bananza times by a certain amount is very broken, and that's actually why I wanted to go and 100% the last level first, but I thought I would give it a break by doing this world first, just to... Mainly because I wanted to do Lagoon Layer, of course, so I can get a different secret. Alright, well, now we can get, Base stress again. This will give us our banana times extended by a certain percent again. Perfect. Alright, now we can go around and actually find the stuff we picked up earlier. I think holding this down for a bit kind of shows you where all the stuff is. Also, there's so much stuff to find this time around. It's way different. You have to actually, like, explore around a bit more. Oh my goodness, I think I just threw something into that poor dude there. Okay, alright, this makes sense. I think this is where we need to go here. Z. I'm not sure if that was one that we tracked or not, but oh wait, we're getting a good amount of fossils. Need to keep it up and keep going through all this. Alright, let's keep exploring around and getting all these. The only reason we use this one and it could, like, be even is if we have a larger amount of terrain to explore overall. We can just make this guy fall down, so I'm not sure why I'm not just doing that. Okay, guys, don't mind me just punching a hole for you all. Now, why don't you follow me? A little bit annoying that they don't always follow you directly. There we go. There we go. That was a good one to find. That was 2 bananas at once. So this was probably supposed to be our introduction to that mechanic. But instead, we got something else instead. And that kind of showed us there was a hole we could have gone there too. Gone in to get through there as well. Oh my goodness, I'm like hitting all around it, but not directly on the fossil. Feels like that's happened a bunch before. Okay, I might want to explore over there first. I don't know if I ever did. What's this? Okay, how about we destroy all this terrain and find out about this? Grind some money and find the dudes at the same time. Okay. Oh, here they are. Well, that was a simple one. To be fair, this is supposed to be one of the first times we do this mission, too. I was definitely right also about one thing. 10k other stuff, and also just in general waiting until a certain time to start grinding this is really gonna make this go a lot faster, because like even when we're not doing the doubles collectibles from a certain amount of items, just this combined with the treasure hunt chest, we just get so much treasure. It's so crazy. Like, if you ever need treasure, you could just come to Hilltop Layer and get a bunch of stuff that way. Oh, hello. Oh, we went to Nostalgia Country, apparently. And didn't think to get all the other secrets. I thought we did, but apparently we didn't. And the first one is the one that's missing, so the secret will probably be somewhere back here. You know, what's that other saying goes? You know, since we've already met those specific Kremlin stuff, it'd be nice if we actually fought the Kremlins again, like we did back in that one other level. If they decided to add them in here instead of Void's minions, maybe these nostalgia levels would look even more clever. Okay, well, we found a secret, but not the one we were looking for. I like how because we can exit a cannon early, we can literally go back if we need to, which is fun. That's a full beer pit. I'll try this one. Alright. Maybe this is what I expected, and maybe we do have to actually go, like, literally to the start of the level and use something. Also just realized we didn't even have power to do a secret, but what if we just jump up? Yeah. I know we could probably get this without that secret, but yeah. Also, this secret makes a lot of sense, because this is like literally where you start in the first Donkey Kong Country game. I figured we have to jump up there. I was just not sure how to do it until now. Because every time I tried to jump up before that, it just didn't work. I assume the way they want you to actually do it is this. And no, I'm not trying to be weird. I'm actually showing you how we're probably supposed to do this. I think what they want you to do is grab a chunk, double jump, bam, and you can just get up that way. I kind of forget we have a jumble jump, though, because, like, we don't start with it. We have to unlock the ability. So if we don't unlock the ability, we'll never get that done very easily. But once we do find it, we can just get that. Anyways, I think we have plenty of stuff. Oh, hang on. Oh, and there's a banana here, if we talk to the dude. Did we get enough? Okay, it was just stone we needed. Yeah, that was pretty straightforward. To be fair, we kind of smashed through this and already. Is he? Okay. Tricky. They put a secret as well as a banana over here. Wow. If we don't want to destroy the side tray, we could just do a smaller punch, which is very easy to do. Just press it only for a little bit and then release. Oh, there's a secret back here, I think, but I don't know if we got this already. Okay, well, if this was a secret, we could have gotten it, or we might have not gotten it. Either way, this is the same bonus challenge we've seen a lot already. I keep missing this just barely. Big secret. That's probably one you could do very easily in co-op mode. I forget what co-op mode even does in this game. I know there is a co-op mode though, like Mario Odyssey's. In Mario Odyssey, you got like 2 extra stuff. Like, you just controlled Cappy. Donkey Kong, I'm not sure who you control. We could see a Diddy. We could see something else happen. Like, we could see Diddy appear again, like in the original Donkey Kong Country. But I don't know what else we would use. We could see a duplicate Donkey Kong, which would probably actually be expected, since Diddy's used for something else in this game. I won't say what, in case you haven't seen this game yet, but just watch my videos and maybe you'll find out. Alright. Alright, real talk, we need to get a couple of collectibles now. Because I said I would try and change my cover early, and I'm gonna try and do that as I go through the video to make it easier. So we'll start by talking to you. We'll start with rose pink fur, I guess. Every few minutes I'm gonna come back here and change. Although I think that might get complicated. Maybe it'll be easier if we just buy it now. There we go. What did we even get? Oh yeah, these two. So those are supposed to expand our sonar range even more. So that's supposed to be helpful if you're trying to just find treasures and other stuff. But that purpose of that is kind of defeated by the fact that we literally could just grind all the maps in the world, get all the terrain sashed, and then just kind of do stuff. Not have to worry about it. Also, when we want to not get screwed by the setup, we could just... We're back here. Anyways, now that we don't really need gold, we're probably not going to use that gold mining armor for a bit. All we really need are maps. So we'll keep hunting around for these maps. Of course, because this area is mostly found, it doesn't have much in terms to explore. It assumes you have to basically break through a lot of terrain in order to actually find all the stuff you need. Yo, I don't need this many balloons. I just need the secrets, please. Thank you. The only problem with destroying too much terrain is you might have nothing to climb later. So there's kind of a risk and reward to it, sort of. Well, we got a good amount of money. Oh my gosh, Blaze. I'm trying to grab onto this vein. Okay, I just want to get back to the layer where I can... Jeez, that was such a weak terrain, it just immediately exploded when I tried to hit it there. There we go. Can't see where it is. There we go. Yeah, I know how to do that, by the way. I was just trying to find something else. That's what it was. I hope this wasn't one of the vanadium gem maps we found, if we found any at all. This is sort of an obstacle avoided and challenge than defeat the enemies challenge. Also, we can hit those things into them too, so that's cool. Alright. Like out instantly, we went from the money to once again a whole bunch. That's just how this game's gonna work, and that might actually become important since if we don't really find a lot of gems on that other floor, because we cannot get any gem maps, we might have to do it slightly differently. It could be that I just got really unlucky. I'm pretty sure vanadium gem maps could probably be found there. It's just like, in the end, it's still random what you even get. Keep in mind, the best chance isn't always the best, but then again, once you have 30%, sure enough terrain, you'll eventually find tons of chests. The only trolley part is actually getting what you want. Start by going here, and then maybe go somewhere else. It's crazy. We literally just went around here a bunch. Okay, I'm gonna check this now. I want to make sure we're actually getting all of this. Usually, I'm trying to punch this out. There we go. Mostly untransforming so I don't waste time doing that. It's kind of crazy you can pound your chest twice, once to just like start the feint and a second time if you want to just straight up stop doing your power up, whatever. Ugh, I keep forgetting it's Bananza transformations. It's crazy how much I forget, even though we have been playing this around for a while. Oh, okay, well now we're gonna keep this for a bit. Oh, or not, I guess we are just gonna get a bunch back. I don't know why I'm doing this, honestly. I think it's mostly because I want to try and have more fun by doing this. Alright. Alright, okay, that area looks like it might take a while. Let's actually go over here. Then we'll go back over here a second time before doing that secret level with a different cover, because I don't know why. I decided I wanted to change their skin now. I think if I'm going to show off a good majority of the skins, I say that because we probably haven't used certain ones. Then we'll use that next. Oh. Alright. That was not the one I wanted. We want this I will change next at the start of the episode. Lemon Yellow Fur is next. Okay. Okay. Thank God we still have to break these open to say all we've done. Spike Tide Slope tells me we're gonna have to do a bunch of terrain surfing, maybe, since we had to sort of terrain surf to get over here. Or not. We can just do this, I guess. That works. Okay, the hidden one is at the second part. Wait, what's the point of this if we could just go here? Whoa! Jeez, that was weird. Alright, Korea Hole got them stuck. Yeah, Korea Hole got them stuck. I just like bobbed and weaved between all those ones. What does it want us to do to get up top? Okay, they want us to climb. And they want us to use this too. To be fair, this is one of the other first levels you have this Bananza power-up for. So again, they expect you to use it here. Perfect. Spin shot is one of the last normal talents you have to unlock, so we'll try and get that. By normal, I mean by like literally a thing we haven't bought yet for skill points. Alright, we're out of that level now. So yeah, we did that with the new kind of fur basically. Wait a minute. This one didn't even have secrets. Yeah, where's the getaway? Yeah, that makes sense. You want to basically use turf surfing to get for that. Hope you find your confidence to serenade our village to hear. That would be our honor and privilege. So as you should turf surf. I assume this is where you started in Hilltop layer. Which makes sense. Speaking of which, we need to keep collecting fossils. And getting access to gems that we could easily get. Again, I don't want to spend money on those until the very end. I think the biggest time save with spending money for stuff is to use it when you're like really close to the end of something. Now we're gonna be teleporting everywhere basically. Now we've gotten to this point, we're gonna be doing this a lot. If a thing lands on me directly, I probably don't. Probably still take damage from it, don't we? We could still add to while we're surfing, which I think is cool. Oh, here, we found a couple of fossils in here. One here, and one here. That saves us having to get that later. Ah! Excuse me. Climb the stupid terrain, Donkey Kong. What the heck? Trying to pull now. Okay. Crazy. There was one secret there, but no secret in the outer area. Well, I have a better idea. Let's use this as our punching room instead and see if we can find stuff as we're going on. Again, more grinding. What can I say? We have to do this a lot in this zone. Okay, perfect. Where's this one at? Okay, even further down than I set it. So then literally right back to where we were before already. Alright. Back to Peel Peak again. Oh, there's more here too. Alright, more fossils. Pretty soon we'll be out of those. Okay, we're better off probably punching for the terrain to get out here. Alright. Okay, there's this map at. We're starting to run out of map spots to go. Pretty soon it'll be just Vanadium gem maps instead. I think we're actually almost done. Need what, like 2 more of these there? Well, actually, perfect timing. We just finished all of the fossils now. So now we can just buy all of those. But we still have more to go, because we need still 9 more bananas. My goodness. There's still quite a bit, actually. Keep in mind, they could be pretty much anywhere in this layer, and with how many random spots there are on this layer, it can be a bit tricky. Alright, but before we do the fossil setup, we're actually not going to do that because I just realized something. It's time to end the episode. Again. My apologies, but I'll see you amazing girls in the next episode. Comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.